Adam, thanks. This year, New Hampshire's two largest cities are expected to see the most opioid deaths since 2017. You would represent one of those cities, of Nashua. Despite the government spending millions of dollars in New Hampshire to address the issue, it is once again getting dire. Is there anything the federal government is currently doing that is working to stem addiction? And what fresh ideas would you bring to Congress that could quickly make a change? Mr. Burns, to you first.
Yeah, sure. We need to stop giving federal money to drug rehabilitation centers that have high rates of recidivism. We need to stop funding Suboxone. Suboxone, I think, can help a lot of people get off drugs, but we can't be handing people 10, 15, 20, 30-day supplies of a dangerous narcotic that's supposed to get you off narcotics, particularly that we've been seeing people now using Suboxone for 1, 2, 3 years. This is supposed to help you get off of opioids, not get you onto opioids. And we're finding more and more children now are actually getting addicted to opioids with things like Suboxone to begin with. Custer signed a bill that made it easier to prescribe this dangerous opioid to people, even giving the ability to, she sponsored it, even giving the ability to things like midwives to prescribe it. We need to tighten our ship here, and we need to stop just handing out federal money like a drunken sailor just because we hope that what we're doing will work, because it hasn't been working.
Mayor Hansel, same question.
Secure the border. We've been talking about this for decades. President Trump brought it up, and Republicans didn't give him the resources he needed to actually finish the job. I am acutely aware of what happens with an unsecured border and drugs pouring into our community. It's taxing our emergency services. It's taxing our police. We need conservative fighters who are used to doing it and pushing back on liberal agendas to go down and just get the job done. Whether it's resources for our border agents, whether it's building the wall or sending reserve troops to actually make it happen. This is a foundational issue that just, it causes all kinds of problems because of Joe Biden and Ann Custer right there with him, their policy on the border, and it needs to change.
And Ms. Tang-Williams?
Well, 90% of fentanyl coming from open borders in our southern border. And China, communist China, knows our southern border is not secure. They ship the fentanyl materials to Mexico, then through drug dealers smuggle them in. It's sad to see our young people die of overdose. And so number one is to secure the borders. Then we can talk about the strengths of our communities and therapy, mental health issues, and the families at the local level. And the education counseling is very important for somebody who is drug addicted. So by being a human way to help them, it's really through your local communities and strength families.
I want to follow up here on this. It's an important topic. Has this crisis affected you in any personal way? Mayor Hansel, to you first.
I think almost every person in New Hampshire has been affected by this. Fentanyl right now is the leading cause of death for 18 to 45-year-olds in this country. The leading cause of death. That's unacceptable. Every Granite Stater should be standing up and shouting to their elected officials that we need to do something better. We need to do something about this. It's affecting every community in New Hampshire. Anywhere I go in the district, I talk to members of law enforcement. I say, what are the issues you're seeing? What can we do about them? They all have the same answer. Take care of the drugs that are flooding into our communities. That starts at the border. That starts with strong conservatives standing up to the Biden administration and making it happen. I will be that fighter.
Ms. Tang-Williams, has this crisis affected you in any personal way?
I do. I have a friend in North Carolina. His daughter, 30 years old, just all of a sudden died of fentanyl overdose. It was very sad. And so it's not just a New Hampshire problem. It's actually a problem in lots of other parts of the country. And so the Democrats who talk about their concern for the regular people, how come they let border issue continue to drag on and on? And, Ann Custer never call out Biden to say, secure the border now. We have an issue here with the Granite Staters.
Same question, Mr. Burns.
Yeah, obviously, though, my brother was murdered by his ex-girlfriend, or I suppose his girlfriend at the time. I mean, they were heroin addicts. They met each other in one of these drug rehabilitation centers that just really didn't care. It was all about making money. And I saw through his time of trying to get off of heroin using Suboxone was only a crutch that allowed him to continue to use heroin on the weekends and work on weekdays. So I think I've seen it all the way through on every level, and basically how destructive our state and federal policies have been when they've tried to help people out.